This is standing on my cab, and I'm now having why 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 did I just start that sounding like it's a documentary? Maybe this entire thing is a documentary of my life and my thoughts and my feelings. That would make sense. I'm gonna have some lunch. As you can see, it's healthy. I think the unhealthiest part of this is that it's cold and the germs from yesterday is in here. So, because I made this yesterday, and I'm gonna have and speak about something that I realized while I was at work. And it was caused by this plan that I am trying to make with my. See, this is the scale of friends. Like, we can use this, so I can use my other hand. This is the scale of friends. And here is the lifetime friend. Here is the potential friend. And maybe they're here. So, I'm not sure what to call that, but apparently there's a word for that in French. I just can't recall it because I had a French flatmate before, and he told me all about these stages of friendships and how it has a unique name for it in their language, and I forgot about it. I'm sorry. But that's the visual. They are dancing in this area. So I'm having this sort of little getaway because I want to spend time with them. And I realized that I was thinking about it before I realized something. I was thinking about it, about how, because I have messaged them already about it. I have expressed my interest, and there are a few people who replied already. And the message got cut off somewhere. The exchange got cut off somewhere. And I'm thinking of messaging again because I have realized that I forgot to ask the golden question, which is, so when will we make this happen, or something along the lines of that, just to get a concrete date on this thing, because I'm flexible. I'm flexible with the schedules. I have some things that I cannot move, but apart from that, there's a huge percentage of flexibility in my schedule, especially now that the trip to the Philippines is over, and I have some freedom, flexibility, and I would like to make it work. I will make time for it, and I want to make that known. And so the only thing that I will have to put into consideration is their schedules, and the weather. So I already kind of formed something that I forgot it Now that I'm talking about it, I forgot. I had already the message. I constructed it already. I'll recall it for sure later while I'm typing. And I'm also gonna uh, look up the weather forecast. As you've already experienced, it is quite unpredictable here in this part of the world, the weather. So I have to take that also into consideration. And I'm speaking too fast, aren't I? Because this is only my lunch break, I have to be fast. So please bear with me. I hope you can forgive me. This is not how I normally prefer to speak. But yeah, that's the plan. As soon as I reach the house or something like this, after I washed my hands, I'll construct the message. Google the weather first, screenshot it, construct the message, and send it. And it just crossed my mind that because there is a part of my brain that's like, well, you're showing too much interest. You appear so excited about this. And you already see that they're not as excited or as interested as you are. Because they left your messages. I mean, this is not me, by the way. This is not the 100% of me, just a little boy voice there somewhere. But yeah. And then what followed that was, well, what's wrong with showing interest? What's wrong with showing too much excitement about something? Even the word too much is too much. In what scale? In who says that it's too much? Who decides that it's too much? I decide what is too much and what's the normal amount of excitement for me. And for me, I'm showing the normal amount of interest and normal amount of excitement over a plan with the people I care about and I want it to happen. So I want to do my part. I want to do what I could. And there is this thing or a trend in this age range that I notice, that a lot of people are so cautious with showing interest or excitement about things or people or seeing people. And I don't want any of that. I'm not participating in this trend just because I belong to this age range already where a lot, I don't want to generalize. I'm being careful now of how I word things because we're not face to face, so I have to be very sort of sharper with how, or cautious or careful, graceful when it comes to how I want to say things. And a lot of people, based on my exposure to this age range so far, a lot of them, they are cautious about showing interest or excitement. And it seems that it is a trend, like the less you care about something, it seems as if the less you care about something, the less you show interest, the more valuable or the more precious you are, sort of. And I know for a fact that that's not true, for me at least. Like there seemed to be this mentality, I guess, or I don't want to appear desperate mentality. I get that showing a lot of emotions is sometimes viewed as weakness, but I don't want any of it. I will not participate for I will not participate in this the in the best of my abilities and the control I have over myself. But it's so easy to get into this. If this gets left unchecked, I can easily just go that route. I feel like, and I have to be really aware as soon as that voice, you're being too excited, you're being too interested. As soon as I hear that voice, I have to cancel it out and say, what's wrong with that? I'm getting goosebumps again. Like, what's wrong with that? I mean, it's okay to be excited about things. It's okay to be interested in people. As long as I know when to stop, if they're not reciprocating the same sort of interest, I know for a fact that I will respect their decision of not wanting to make a plan. I know for a fact that I'll respect that and I'll stop. I'll say to myself, well, okay, I did what I could. I showed that I'm interested and I'm happy to make it work, but I can see that they're not on the same sort of page, or maybe they're busy with a lot of things in their life that they cannot make it happen, so I'll stop. Yeah. And I guess another point that I would like to assert is that this sort of keeping it cool in some sense, in some regard, in some perspective, and not being interested enough or excited enough is where a lot of us go wrong with our approach with things, because this sort of seeps into other things like our passions or the things that really matter. It's like a lot of us are keeping this baseline level of interest or excitement, and it's just mid, like what the Gen Z says, mid. We're, we are so like how would I say? It's like mid has become some kind of a standard for some people. And if I'm not careful, I'll slide down to that as well. I'll stop being excited as well. I'll stop being interested if I'm not careful enough, or because I know that it's easy for me to kind of adapt to things, and it has some good sides and bad sides. So yeah, I have to be careful about that, and I have to maintain my excitement or preserve it in a way, because I'm excited about a lot of things, and I'm interested about a lot of things also, and that's my normal. I'm aware now that at this age I've met enough people to know that my system operates in a different way, and I have a different kind of normal. So I have to live that. I am responsible for how would I say? I am responsible for myself. And at the same time, I can respect others while living honestly. Honest. I can respect others and be truly honest to my own nature and the way I would like to approach things. possible to do it, I believe. I believe it's possible. I just have to always provide myself with different perspectives, because otherwise that little voice in my head is like, why are you being so excited? It's not healthy, it's not good, it's not productive, it's not honest to what I would like to happen in my life. It doesn't align. Yes, that's the proper conclusion to this. Me not being excited doesn't align with the life that I want and the self that I want. So yes, I have to resume my lunch because I think I only got one spoonful out of this and I have to go soon. And I'm talking again like I'm in a documentary. Here we see a random human being dissecting their mindsets and their habits. Here in its artificial habitat, we see a random, I'm just a girl in the world. dissecting what she thinks, how she feels, and presenting it to her friend. So what do you think? Do you also get excited? What is too much excitement for you? Do you really show interest when you're interested in things or people, or do you sort of hold it back like, oh, I don't, maybe a lot of things, a lot of beautiful things get squashed by maybe. So yeah, tell me what you think, and it would be interesting to hear what you think, because how I view you is, I also feel like you have this inclination to get excited and interested about things and people. See you.